Good morning and welcome to another Full Transparency Trading Session. I'm your host, Sebastian, and today we're talking about what this market is trying to do today. Let's go over to ES, and as you can see, last night on ES, we had a massive leap up from 56.34 all the way up to 56.92, and ever since then we have been climbing. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is right now, if you go to the 4-hour time frame and shrink this down a little bit, we are higher than we have ever been in the history of the stock market. We have broken our high, we have broken the ceiling, and we are heading to new heights, okay? What that means for the overall day when we start here, maybe we see a little bit of a pullback to about $5,700 and then a shoot off from that point. But we are clearly going for $570 at this point if we can continue this pace that we're taking right now. There's going to have to be a pullback because we are very high on the RSI on even the 4-hour. So we're going to have a bit of a pullback. I don't see us coming back all the way down to end the gap, but if we do, this blue line here will be one of my key points that I have marked out right there at the volume imbalance at 56.66, but it's highly unlikely. But this is the floor currently, which is why I have that listed as my floor. So right now, this is demand. Keep hitting it empty. Just one. Right now, this is demand. And this is support, as it has been resistance for this entire time. But we're going to have to wait to see what happens at 8:30. So I'm not going to change it just yet. But we have broken our ceiling, and we have headed up to a new height. That puts SPY at $565.40. Which we're not going to see it, but you can see it in the pre-market right now. We're at 565.20 and we're above the highest point that we've been at before. SPY has reached 565.40 today, so we are climbing. Let's take a look at some of the other stocks. Let's look at Nvidia. Nvidia is only $1 above where it was yesterday. Meta is $1 above. Meta's $3 above where it was yesterday. Tesla is just a couple dollars above where it was yesterday, but all of this matters from the grand scheme of the fact that, think of it like this. We are way up here on ES, which means that people are just buying into ES, and we haven't even covered all of the ground on Apple, Tesla, and Meta and Nvidia, which means that we have a lot of room to the upside for ES if that is the case. Let's go over to Microsoft, see how Microsoft is doing. Microsoft is up a full $7 this morning. That's beautiful to see. I can see that going to 447. Let's check out Google. Google's up about $1. AMD is up about $1. Amazon is up a couple of dollars, and Netflix is up a few dollars as well. So let's check out AVGO, which is Broadcom. Broadcom is up $2 as well. So we have so much room to the upside. There's obviously a lot of room to the downside as well, should the news not be well. But we got a lot of pre-market highs being tested right now. We just broke the high of all time on ES, and that is without all of these stocks actually pushing up any further than they already are. So we've been wavering around the high for a long time now. Today is the breakout point on Tuesday. We're looking for this to by Wednesday, for if these start catching up, for us to go 570, you know, that 568, 570 area. Today, 565 is looking like the high. We'll see if we reject here at 8:30. If we can break out to about 567, you know that we're climbing for that 570. That $5 difference is a massive difference, because once we break there, you're talking about record-setting weeks that we could be having here. Obviously, we have a lot of room to the downside, so always pay attention to the demand zone and all the room that we have to the downside to get back to where we were if things go negatively. But right now, we are breaking through the ceiling, and it is fan-friggin-tastic, especially for us future traders who were able to ride the ride since last night.